This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Bobcats will kick this away to get us going here. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback. Down, give him the ball.
The Ragin' Cajuns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Okay, ready? Important 3rd down play coming up. Here we go. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the tackler. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The Raging Cajuns trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Today. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it. Eludes a tackle. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. It's Rhodes. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets... And the drive keeps going.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
The Bobcats lining up here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop.
Well, these linebackers better put on their big boy pads today, facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff again. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Running back with the football. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. So they keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback. Kirk, let him make a decision, and it works beautifully.
Yeah, that read option is dangerous because he can give that to the back or pull it. He read it perfectly. As they collapsed on the back, he gets around the corner, picks up the yards he needed for the first down.
And the Bobcats looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Touchdown, Ohio. Number 8, hauls it in the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Louisiana Raging Cajuns will take over. 1st and 10. Here
comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Let's it go. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, but we get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have a great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Raging Cajuns look to keep this drive moving. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
The Raging Cajuns are in the red zone. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Raging Cajuns have 1st and 10 here. They try to run it with the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I like what the offense coordinator's trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But, hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
Got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Come on, set.
And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Receiver in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Ohio offense back out there now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage.
Got him. He's sacked.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Rhodes. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll be brought down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the foot. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Pretty good coverage here by this defender, but the quarterback puts this ball right on the money. Nothing he could do at all about that one.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion brings up third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 45. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Right down the middle. They tack on 3 more that'll finish off the 3rd quarter of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ragin' Cajuns will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Ohio offense back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Looking to scramble. Receiver makes the grab. Gets some space around the 30. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the 1st down. Chris.
By this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And now the handoff. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. The Bobcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And the Bobcats with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, you had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Touchdown, Ohio.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Physical running, fights off the defender. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, leaving in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a 1st and goal situation. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The freshman brings him down quickly. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's going to be stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They're still down by 2. Now they get set to kick it away.
Ohio 21, Louisiana 19.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. Back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Great cut there. In the clear at the 25. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Rhodes. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Play action here on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging it, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
So second down after the incompletion. We'll hand it off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Louisiana. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now the important point after attempt. And not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He steps out at the 16, would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. Comes the Bobcats offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
It's a good solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Toss it to the back, running left. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. And the Bobcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hand, it's McCord. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Bobcats are going to keep this drive rolling. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not much on that play, brought down short. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
The Bobcats starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Bringing pressure. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Ohio. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Back to throw. It's Rhodes. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looking to scramble now. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Using his legs here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Throws it to the right. And he finds his target. He has the first. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this, you're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. And the wideout goes in motion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking right, this one caught. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rivera. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. He's 2 for 2 so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He's 2 for 2 so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they jump back in front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They come up empty there as time expires. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.